Hey, how's it going, guys? So this is going to be a part 2 to my ocean business idea that Rockstar should add into GTA 5 Online. In this video, I'll be going more in depth and more ideas such as setup cost, property locations, vehicles, and what you will actually be doing in the business. Now, first, let's go do setup cost. With setup cost, I believe there should be a small warehouse, a medium warehouse, and a large warehouse, just like the CEO crates. Now, the setup cost would be for the smaller warehouses would be 200,000 to 400,000. For my medium-sized warehouses, I would say the range would be 500,000 to 900,000 for a medium warehouse. For a large warehouse, I would say it would be 1 million to $3 million for a larger warehouse. So it is kind of pricey, but it's just the same price as set up the CEO business. So if you have money for that, you most likely have enough to afford this new ocean business. So yeah, that is it for my setup cost. Not too much, not at all. Starting with large warehouse locations for property locations. I believe either this building or this building would be great for a large warehouse. Now, I believe this one right here is for vehicle export. This one right here, I believe it is. So I think this one right here should be the first large warehouse location. Now, as of now, this hasn't been used in GTA 5 Online. You can go inside of it. As you see, Bugstar's Pest Control is this building. And as you can see inside how large this area actually is. So just moving one over, adding a new space there would be perfect, because this is about a large warehouse size with a bunch of crates, and a computer could be inside around here. So I believe this would make a great large warehouse, filling it up to 116 crates for the ocean business. Here it is on the map. Tell me what you guys think down below if you think this is a good property location. Alright, for property location number 2 for the large warehouse, I believe it should be this building right here. The Alpha Mall cargo building. The reason I say this building is that, of course, just like the last one, hasn't been used in GTA 5 Online, and there is no purpose for this building. Just replacing this to be our ocean business warehouse would change the game in no way at all. So this should be the second large warehouse location, in my opinion, as easily accessible from the ocean as you would start and turn in the product right from this ladder, and go out either with a tugboat or dinghy or any other vehicle boat they decide to add. So here it is on the map, the second large warehouse location. And finally, moving on to the last large warehouse location. I believe it should be this building right here. Now, yet again, this building has not been used for GTA 5 Online for any purpose at all, so again, changing this to be our ocean business warehouse wouldn't affect the game in any way. Now, you could easily be accessible from turning either in right here. They could have the yellow circle somewhere right here, or they can even have it just way out here. And you could start your missions from somewhere in this area. Now, this looks like a perfect large warehouse location. This would be the most one I would probably buy because it is close to land. But another reason why I wouldn't buy it is because how long it would take to get here from the ocean, as you would have to go all the way in and around. But it was one I would keep my eyes open for. So here it is on the map, right underneath this bridge. I believe it's a good location, but yet again, like I was saying, it could take a while to get here from the mainland. From out in the ocean, excuse me, as you would have to drive your boat all the way in here, take another turn, and then turn in. Starting with the first medium warehouse location. Now, this location has been used for GTA 5's story mode. Now, if you remember from the inside, you were only in this part of the building. Now, they could expand upon it, or they could just change the inside from story mode to match their warehouse size online. Now, I believe this makes a good medium warehouse in my opinion. Now, another reason why I believe this would be a medium and not a large is if its actual location. Medium and small are usually harder to access than larger ones. So you have to start from here all the way to go wherever you need to go. And you would start your missions from right here. You would start your dinghy, your tugboats, whatever boats they decide to add right here, and you would go out. Here it is on the map. Starting with the next medium-sized warehouse, I believe it should be this building. Now this building has never been used in GTA 5 Online. Now this one's closer inland than any other one. As you can see, you would have to take your boat from here all the way down to here, through here, and out. I believe this makes a good medium warehouse because of the size of the building. As you can see here, and you would turn in the yellow circle to sell your stock, and the delivery point right here. Now the water is still deep enough to use a boat in, so you would be good there. Now, as you see, another reason why this area wouldn't be the best for you to buy if it was a warehouse is because of this. Now, to go up, you would have to use this, where it gets kind of shallow, but it ends up going back to being deep, and then you would turn it in right here, so you would go through that tunnel. And that would be my second medium warehouse location, and here it is on the map. Third and final medium warehouse would be this building right here. As you can see, it isn't very large as the other buildings around it. I believe this is a perfect size for a medium warehouse. Now to start the missions, you would have to go, just like this large warehouse, you would turn it in right here. Right here would be perfect to start and end your missions here, as the warehouse is just up the ladder. Now the location is the same spot as this large one. It is right here. Moving to the first small warehouse location. I believe it should be this blue and yellow building right next to Del Perro Beach. As you can see, it is right here on the map. You would end your missions about here, or even right here. As it is not that far of a walk to the ocean to start the mission, I believe this would be a perfect small warehouse location. As for the CEO crates, there is a small one right here. So I believe this building would work and act as a small warehouse. Now for newer players, this warehouse would probably be the ones that they would buy, considering it is pretty close, or not pretty close, it is in the city. And let's go fly over here to where you would end your missions. I believe you could either end and start your missions right here, or here by the jet skis. As you can see, a boat can spawn, or back over here. These three locations could be the ending and starting points for that small warehouse location. So one more time, here it is on the map. Now the third warehouse location could be this building right here. Now I know this is like a concession stand and stuff like that, but I've never seen an NPC actually down here other than Merryweather in a mission. It's all beat up, so this could be a small warehouse location at that building right there, as a boat can spawn here, and occasionally a submarine will spawn around here somewhere. Now they could always just change it or keep the way it looks, except just don't make it a concession area anymore and actually make it a small warehouse. Now this is an extremely small building, but I believe it could fit the 16 crates in it, just like the other smaller CEO ones can. So I think this makes a good small warehouse location. It is near Paleto Bay, where the cheapest warehouses usually are, or cheapest anything is really. So I believe this is a perfect location, and here it is on the map. Final small warehouse location. This is another extremely small building, and it's badly damaged, but they could fix it up, extend it a little bit, and make this a small warehouse location that can only hold 16 crates. And I believe I'm reaching with this one a lot myself, but I believe this could be a small warehouse location. It's extremely small, but it could definitely fit 16 crates in here. And the dock is right here. The beat up broken dock is right here, so you would start your missions right there. In the middle, boat facing out towards the ocean, depending on where you have to go for that sell. And so yeah, I believe this should be the final warehouse location, making this the cheapest one. Second most cheapest one. And third most cheapest one for the small warehouse. For the cheapest medium-sized warehouse, I believe it should be the one right here. Second most cheapest, I believe it should be this building right here. And most expensive medium warehouse should be this building right here. Starting with the cheapest, largest warehouse, I believe it should be this building right here. Second most cheapest warehouse should be this building right here. And most expensive warehouse, which should be this one right here. So those are all 9 property locations they could do for the Ocean Business warehouses where you'll store your stock. Now let's move on to the vehicles. Now, I said this in the last video. I believe it would be cool if you could connect your yacht to the business in some way, which would be pretty dope because it would make it actually worth buying a yacht. Because right now it is not worth spending $6 to $10 million on a yacht. It really is not worth it. So adding that could be a cool thing to make people want to buy the yacht more than just to have a yacht for nothing. Now, I know you guys are going to hate me for this, but I believe the tugboat should be part of the Ocean Business. The slowest boat in the game. I believe it should be part of the business, either a sell mission, or you have to retrieve this boat and deliver it back. But I believe this should make an appearance in the Ocean Business in some way. Now, for CEO crates, this is one of the worst sell missions to have, is to get this, but I believe this sell mission with the tugboat should be in the Ocean Business. It just makes sense in my opinion. So yeah, I think the tugboat should make an appearance in the business update. The Kraken. I believe this should also make an appearance in the Ocean Business. In some way, there's the other submarine, the bigger version of it, but it's still one-seater that can spawn randomly on the map. I believe either that or the Kraken, or even both, should make an appearance in some way. Maybe this is for one of the product missions you do. You have to use the submarine to go underwater and collect in your scuba suit or something, collect the stock on the ground, or something that involves a submarine. Would be cool in some way. And of course, the dinghy has to make an appearance in the business update. One of the fastest boats. It just has to. It's just the most tactical, stealthy looking one out of all the boats in the game. So yeah, the dinghy is for sure got to be in the Ocean Business update in some way. Now, the last thing that is in the game, I believe, should be make an appearance for my vehicles list, should be the Sea Shark. The jet ski. It needs to be there in some way. Maybe one of the, you use the jet ski, go out to a larger boat like a big freighter or a carrier or something out there and use these to get close. I think that would be a pretty cool thing, but these just have to be in the update in some way. Now, the other things, they're not in the game at all. Now, I know I accidentally just said that the other things from now on aren't in the game, but I forgot the Stromberg also needs to be in the Ocean Business, the submarine car, in one of the sell missions or in one of the setup missions. They provide this car, go underwater, maybe destroy some mines, destroy some other mini submarines under there with this thing. I think that would be a super cool mission to do in the Ocean Business. I believe that you underwater shooting missiles at rival submarine people stealing the cargo from you, or you have to get the cargo from them. I think using this would be a really cool idea and a fun mission, actually. Now, other vehicles I believe that should make an appearance in the business update should be the Sea Sparrow. This thing was good when they first released it, and then it got just trash, and then no one uses it now. But I believe they could revive this helicopter with the Ocean Business. Using this in some way, you know, they provide the helicopter, you fly out there, land on the water, do the mission, whatever it is you have to do. or you use this to land on a freighter or a carrier. I think this helicopter should make an appearance in the update. Now, the Seabreeze should also make an appearance in the update, as it is a water plane as well. It's got guns on it, and it has the bombing run. So I believe this plane should make an appearance. I think it'd be really cool to see this out there during the cell missions or just missions in general for the business. This time, I'm sure the last vehicle that is actually in the game that I would like to see used in the update is the slow Dodo. Now, the reason I believe this has to be in the update is because it is another water plane. You can land on the water just like the helicopter. And so I believe this should make an appearance in a cell or just a mission in general. You have to go out there and use this thing to land on the water or do something like that. But yeah, I believe the Dodo should be in the update. Now, I actually want to talk about something that isn't actually in the game. Stuff I would like them to add is boats with guns on them. Now, I'm talking a dinghy maybe with a mounted MG on the front, boats that have machine guns that, just like the cars that shoot off the sides, or a war boat where it can hold up to 6 people and it's got guns all over it. Would be pretty cool to add in the game for the business. And another thing that is in the game but not in online, it's a helicopter, but you can pick up crates with it, like big crates. Like, what the helicopter does is it picks up the big crates off freighters. You guys know what the crates I'm talking about? The ones you usually do the cargo bob stuff with, where you pick up the giant crates. They're usually blue and red on freighters. You've seen them. Those, I believe, that helicopter should be used in the update in some way. Adding it to online would be pretty cool. And, you know, you fly out over a freighter that's out in the ocean. You take the crates, take them back. I think that'd be I just think that would be a really cool idea they could use for the vehicles. Now, I know this video has been really long, but bear with me here. And the final thing we need to talk about for the Ocean Business update that they should release is how it actually works. Now, I don't want to make it exactly like the CEO, because there would be no point in adding the update if that was the case. I only think the warehouse part should be the same. I believe that every mission, whatever you're stealing, has to do whatever mission you get. Meaning, if you want to steal, like, I don't know, if they ended up doing the nuclear waste like Trevor, you would use the submarine for that. If you know you have to actually go out and kill people who are collecting it underwater, you need the Strombergs for that. If there was a rival boat out in the ocean, you would either need the helicopter that picks up crates, or you would charge at it with one of the war boats that I was suggesting they should add. So I want each mission to be different. I don't want it to be the same 4 missions over and over. I want them to be multiple random missions, so you're not like, oh, it's this mission, it's this cell mission, it's this one. I want there to be a lot of them. I want there to be enough where you're like, oh man, trash trucks, mail. You know, I don't want them to have the same fort like the MC business does, because that's no fun. Nobody wants that. Now, just for the cell part, for the actual mission part where you're getting the cargo, yeah, they need to be different and they can't be the same. It's just, if they're doing the same, it's no fun. It's just like you're doing everything over and over, just like how GTA Online already is. And some people get bored. I mean, I'm not a player who gets bored of doing it over and over, but there are some players who gave up because it's just the same things over and over. So adding the different missions would be cool. Now, how you get your hands on the cargo, like I was saying, for the missions, whatever vehicle, random mission you get, that's the vehicle you have to go retrieve them in. Now, to actually get the cargo to spawn, now I believe it should be like a client job where you you just source it, and then I believe it should be like the hangar business, where you just go to the computer in your building, your warehouse, and click source. I don't want you to pay for it in any way. I don't want you to pay like CEO, you have to pay $18,000 to get 3 crates. No. I want it to be, you just go to the computer, source it, the mission starts. But of course, like I was saying, they're random missions, not just like the hangar and MC and CEO, the same 4 over and over. I'm talking 10, 15 plus different ones just to mix it up and give the game to revive those type of missions. So yeah, you would source the mission, they'd give you the vehicles like the Strombergs, the warboats, the helicopters, the planes, whatever you have to use, the submarines, whatever. You use those, you go do the mission, the fun, cool missions. You get your cargo, return it back to the location, return it back to your warehouse. Mission complete. Have a cooldown of at least 6 to 10 minutes each crate. Since you don't have to pay for it, I believe it should be a little longer than usual. So I believe it should be 6 to 10 minutes for a cooldown. And so after your cooldown's done, you go, you buy another one. Oh, excuse me, you go source another one. Now, I believe you should be able to own multiple warehouses just like the CEO crates. And for this business, I do not believe you should own more than one. I believe you can only, I want you to only have one warehouse per character. One warehouse, you can't have 3, you can't have 5, you can't have as many as you want like in the CEO. You can't have that many. Only one. So you need, but you could always exchange it if you have if you buy the small one first. You can exchange it, trade price or price to get another location. So if you have bought the small one, you can exchange it eventually if you get enough money to get a larger one over here. Now, mission spawn locations. I believe each mission should at least be, each mission you get should at least be 2 to 3 miles away at least. So let's say you have this warehouse and the mission is like right here. No, whatever mission you get, area, depending on the area, should be farther. So if you have this warehouse, the mission should be over here somewhere, or here, or way over here in Chumash, or something like that. I don't believe it should be source it, you get lucky, mission's right here. Nope, that shouldn't happen. Don't do that. It's not a good idea to make the game flow. The farther you go, in my opinion, it's a little harder, and which makes the business, getting that full warehouse is going to make it even harder to get. So that's what, depending on the area, I think that's how it should work. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope you watched till the end. I know this is a really long video, but I wanted to get this out because I actually believe, like, wholeheartedly, that this should be an update. It needs to be a business in the game. I really want Rockstar to do this. I believe that it'd be great. I know there's at least a year left in the cycle of this game, so I think they should add the business before GTA 6 drops. I believe they should. I think it'd be great to have something to do in the ocean, not just a game mode. A whole business would be amazing to have in GTA 5 Online. So yeah, I'm so glad you guys watched this video. I hope you agree with me. I know this video is long, but I hope you watch it, and I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.